Okay, let's go crazy, let's go wild. Let's do some earrings. I already see some crazy plastic things going on in here. Look at these, like tiger print plastic fantastics. What about, ooh, a glittery sparkly one and a twirly whirly one. Could have like a little animal print lot on the go, I suppose. Now I do hope they're pins. That one looks like marble, doesn't it? Like stone. What's this on card? Blair Del Monaco, post earrings made in the USA. Probably go into a lot. Probably like a, you know, a department store brand. I think I have heard of it before. That's missing a bit from the top there, so that'll go into craft. That's broken there. That's a nice shaped one, isn't it? Almost like fleur-de-lis. Big purple fandango. What's going on there? Weird triangle. Is to shape pyramid. That's a weird back, isn't it? Dragonfly. Right, so we've got a pair there. They'll go in 2 kilos. Is that silver? I don't think so. Sparkly stud. Shout out when you see some pairs, folks. Shout at the screen, go on. That's a nice boho looking one. Is that its pair? Yep, so they'll go in boho lot. The turquoise and the coral colours. Faux pearly, faux pearly. Not a pair. It's a pretty chandelier. Chandelier. Another fantastic plasticness. Pair of study hoop things with channel set stones. They'll go in 2 kg. Aww. Vintage lucite flowers. That's pretty. That's a pretty one as well. Little sparkly, not silver though. Will we find any silver? Oh my word. Now that is a shoulder duster. That's insanely long. Crazy. And there's its friend. They're a bit fab, aren't they? I might sell those ones. Here we go, there's a pair. Little shells. Can you hear the sea? Listen, listen. I'll put them in the boho beachy lot. Coral coloured beads. That's a pretty deco style one. Probably missing a drop from the bottom there. I'd have thought that one would be silver, but no. Flutterby. Kind of an Aztec looking one. Vintage rose. Oh, please can this not be a bag full of single earrings? That would be embarrassing, wouldn't it? Aha, missing a stone from there. So they'll go in craft. And that'll go into the Bollywood jewellery lot. Here we go. Sparkly plastic pair. So yeah, if I got a bunch of plastic ones, I'll put them all in the same one. That's a nice bead there. With some mother of pearl. Nice bit of enamel. That's broken off something, so that'll go in craft. Oofed. Indeed. Okay, is that a pair? Not quite, I think. That one's slightly pinker than that one. How rude. Some Ghetto Fabulous big sparkly hoops. They're crazy, aren't they? They'll go in 2 kg. What's this one all tangled up? Little crystal drop. And that's that one there. 2 kg. This is just a game of find the pairs, isn't it? There we go. 2 kg. I like that bead. It's another plastic one. That feels very weighty, like good quality. There we go, there's a pair. I'll put them in vintage lot. They're quite pretty, aren't they? Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Got a bit of a pilgrim look to it. That's quite nice, isn't it? The little cross with the blue sparklies. Bit of dyed howlite. Disco ball pair. And there we go. They can go in the vintage lot. This is just a game of watch me pair up earrings, isn't it? Get off. Here we go, 2 kg. Ah, little abalone frog. That's quite cute. Missing a stone there. Oh, and that's an owl, obligatory. Do we have this one already? No idea. Tiny little, oh, it says Swarovski on the back. Swarovski stud, maybe. Okay, there's the other dragonfly. So I'll put them in with the boho bits. That is yonkers bonkers, isn't it? 2 kg. Like a faux opal, but they've just been stuck in there. It's a faux opal. Tiny pearly. And there you go, there's the other one of those. Probably silver plate. 2 kg. Nice abalone bit. Crazy. So that'll go in the Bollywood lot. And then these nice little frosted glass. Cat's eye glass. Little die. That's the back of one. I like the shape on these. There's a little star there as well. Little vintage enamel ones, they'll go in a vintage lot. Oh, I like that one. Unsigned. Oh, that's quite cool enamel. No, that's not silver, is it? How does that sit like that? Do, do, do. A pair but not, aren't they? Same but different, but that's that one. Here we go, 2 kg. Vintage. Put them in boho. Love. And a little heart. That's pretty. Another Bollywood style one. Hypnotizing. There's the other crosses ones. I do quite like them. They may be ones I'd sell. Tasteful. There's those. They need a polish up, but they'll go in vintage. That's that one with the missing bottom. They'll go in craft. Two kg. 2 kg. 2 kg. Might do little bags. And they're all pairs in that, and then stick a bag into 2 kg. There we go, that's one bag. Pink sparkly flower. Oh wow, that's a cool one, isn't it? Yowza. Oh, Sanrio, Hello Kitty. Cute. That's another back. There we go. There's those little sparkly deco style ones. Are we missing that one that was broken? Might have been. Yeah, it is. It's over there in craft. 2 kg. Bollywood. Narp. Aww. That's a little dragonfly. Not silver, unfortunately. Quite sweet. Little stud. Studs I don't spend too much time pairing up. And that says S925. Do we believe that? I can even see the copper coming through there. So I don't believe it 1 second. And there's those ones. They'll go tone vintage ones. Ah, another one of those. Ah, yes, identical. For people with 3 ears. Funny, you start doing these and you go, oh my god, it is all a bag of singles, and then it's like, no, it all comes together, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, nice bit of art glass. Cool. Nope. Look at that one. That's a bit fabulous. Oh, I can see its friend. Let me grab it now. Here we go. Shimmy. Wonder what that's made out of. It's almost like skin, like lizard skin or something. Ooh. There's those ones. Gothic black. That's a pair there. They can stay together. Excellent. Triangles. Pretty little possibly gold plated vintage one. stick. Another little art glass one. Little pink purple rose. That's a chandelier. It's a candelabra. And there's the other one of those. So I might sell these ones separately because they've got, yep, seems to be all complete. That's cool. They've got a look. Not sure if you've seen that one. Here's the other art glass one. Fab. If I have a few art glass ones, I'll put them together. Here's a chunky silver tone one. Time for another bag. So that's another mixed bundle of earrings to go into a 2 kg lot. Aztec. No, that's not them. And neither is that, but they are a pair. Slightly understated. Lovely. Little faux pearl dropper. And that's just a broken bit. Ooh, look at that swirly enamel. That's fun, I like that one. There we go. And another pair of those. Here's the little die. Might put them in the rockabilly lot. And I know we've had that one somewhere around here. There it is. Ooh, that's quite cool. It's a shame that's not silver, but that's got an unusual look to it. And we've definitely had that one. Little bear. Sweet. Pearly cluster. And a vintage one. That looks a bit pilgrim, doesn't it? Not signed. There we go. That's got very Native American ideas, but doesn't quite pull it off. Those ones are missing stones, so they'll go in craft. There we go. Trying to be a bit deco, that one. That one's definitely seen better days. Butterfly. There's the other love one. And big old studs. No, not quite. Ooh, you can see those ones. They're plastic, but with foil. So from a distance, it kind of looks like abalone or opal, doesn't it? And silver. I'm sure I just picked up that one. Oh well, find it later, maybe. Here's that crackle teardrop plastic one. Oh, that's a cool vintage one. Rather striking. And then that's the Indian one. All gold plate on that. vintage heart. Jingly jangly. There's that one. They're going a lot. It's lovely. Right, there's those little vintage beaded ones. They're quite sweet. They'll go in vintage lot. There's that one. That's probably another baggy ready. And a hair, which may or may not be mine. That's those. Did we have that one yet? Nope. We've had that one. Hopefully we'll never have it again. Oh, it's got one stuck to it. Or has it? Yes. Ah. Where was that back? There it is. So it's like that. Well, that's weird, isn't it? Purple teardrops. See, that's a pretty one. Missing a stone. Ah, yay. I like those. That's one I'd sell. They're quite cool with the enamel. I like that. Little cameo style. Big flower. Here's the triangles. Triangles. Here we go. Pretty sure I've had that one. Narp. Shout out if you can see it. There it is. There you go, little vintage ones. Oh. Another vintage pear. A little pearly pear. Yay. That's that one, but they'll go in craft. Yep. Levels of disco ball there. There we go. Nope, but it's quite similar to that one in a way. No. Oh, but wait, those are a pair. They look like little citrines. Yay, we've got the pair to this one. Excellent. Yeah, I'd sell those. That's cool. Put the pearlies over there. Oh, yeah, that's a pear. And a disco ball. There's that one. Now, is that tiger's eye in there? Does look like it. Interesting. That's not gold. There's that. I'm sure I saw. Put another back down somewhere. Well, I'll keep it with those bits anyway. Oh, a little crystal ball. That's pretty. Some square earrings, or square rings. No, that's just weird. Oh, they're nice little porcelain ones. Probably handmade them. Quite sweet. Crazy chandelier. Lots of chains. We've had that one, yep. There you go. And that one. Quite like them. Might sell those ones. They're the little vintage hearts. And those ones I'll put in the boho lot. Purple roses. There's those crazy chonkers. There you go. No, that's not that one. That looks like it's missing a bit of enamel or something from in there. Oh no, they're both the same. Oh, okay, there we go. We have had that one. There we are. Maybe not. Little cross. That's possibly got like the tiniest little chip of a diamond in it. That's the pair. And then those ones. That's quite fun. Camp Pirate. Camp Pirate. There's the Nowl. Oh, hang on, that's a pair there as well. There's the obligatory Nowls. Another baggie needed. There we go. Lots of backs and bits. Ooh, a little bug. Pretty vintage one. And that's a little cherub, angel cherub. That's a pair. I'm surprised we haven't seen any actual silver bits come through. Crazy pair. Oh, I do like those ones. I might put them in the charity whatnot show because they are lots of fun, those. I like them. Plastic Fantastic for the Plastic Fantastic bundle. And there's the other cool vintage one. I do quite like those. Crystal Dome. Like they're possibly silver posts. Probably are actually. There's the faux deco ones. That's cool. I think that's an Indian one. Little flowers. Oh, hang on, I've got a pair over here. I can see them. I've had this one. Where is it? Where is it? There. Rose gold tone ones, coppery. Here's the other glass leaf one. Pearly. Jingly jangly leaves. Oh, I quite like that one. Looks almost like a Welsh love spoon. Spoon. Oh, I spy a pair there. You've probably been shouting at me this whole time going, there Lex, right there. There's There's a pair there. Sorry, I didn't hear you. Shout louder. Oh, God. Right. Here's the other one of those from earlier. And I spy them so they can go in that plastic fantastic bundle. Shall I just pour these out? Let's just pour. Okay. Oh, they're pretty. Little printed on bird scene. Just on plastic. Not brilliantly made, but they're cute. They'll go in 2 kg. And those ones I'll put in the plastic fantastics. And now let's just spend ages finding the studs. Okay, they can go in. Let's do another bag. There we go. Okay, right, we know that one was a broken one from the other one. Oof. Little red rose, red stud. A lot of these that don't find pairs straight away, I'll put into a bag of like solo earrings, and someone else can have fun with them, pairing them up. That one's probably silver and pearl. Here's the other Hello Kitty one. I probably would sell those. There we go. And I see the little turquoise roses. Hope you're having fun there, folks. Do I remember that one from another bag? Well, I think I've definitely had these earrings before anyway. Here's the red ones. Those jangly orange creatures. What's that one? Oh, that's quite a nice one, isn't it? I like that. That one is there. That's a pair. Little vintage ones. And oh no, where is it? Yep, those little vintage ones. And there's the heart with the diamond. Well, I say diamond, probably isn't, but there we go. There's so many backs and things. Just annoying. I know we've had that one around here. There's the dragonflies. And those ones. Pink flowers. Crazy big stones. Cameo lady, I'll put in cameo lot. And there's the kind of gothic-y ones. Found the pirates. Camp pirates. There we go. The faux opaly type ones. Oh, I do like those ones. So yeah, I'd probably keep them aside to sell separately. Vintage studs. that was one like the Swarovski one, wasn't it? Probably that one. Yep. Mini disco balls. Yeah, that one is fun, isn't it? There's the little crosses. Deco style ones. And then these ones that are stamped silver, but definitely are not, unfortunately. There's the abalone, so I'll probably put them in the abalone lot. Oh, that's nice. So that is a bit of nephrite jade. That looks like a little white opal, and then that looks like probably a bit of onyx. And there's no marks, and it looks like it's plated, but that's a pretty little stud there. These little sparkly vintage ones. I'll still put them in 2 kilos, but I think they're quite nice unusual shape. Those I'll put in the boho lot. Gold or gold plate, probably gold plate. A bit of cat's eye glass. Here's the other hoop one. And there's those ones, but I'm going to put them in craft a lot. Pretty bow. There's that one. There's like a few nice gold plated ones like that. I'll keep them together. That's a pair. And those ones. Chatoyancy. Chatoyancy. Sha. Vintage ones. Oh, and that's got a plastic faux opal in that one. At some point I will lose patience with all of the studs, because I mean, oh, that's a pretty one. Because seriously, it's kind of boring, don't you think? There we go. Oh, was it missing? Yeah, that's missing stone. That can go in craft. That's pretty. There's the other one of those. Pearly. I know, such patience, eh? But in littles is sometimes where you find the silver and gold. Although, I'm not holding out much hope in this one. But never mind. Maybe in the backs, that's probably silver. Oh yeah, that's the one that I wished was silver and gold. They would have been fab. I do still quite like them, so I might keep them aside. They're kind of interesting. All these little backs. Do any of them look like gold? Maybe. Here we go. Will it be worth wading through all of these? That's the question. They've probably already been sifted through, I should imagine. And that's why they're in this bag. but at least I'm pairing them up and they're going into littler bags, so not too much of a nightmare to sort. Put some in there. Do like those little flower ones. Yay, there's the other froglet. They're cool, they're ones I'd sell. Why not? That's those. Pretty little vintage ones. You alright, Shizuma bub? Have you come to see what's going on? She's going, no, where's my dinner, slave? Human slave. There you go, there's the other one of that nice gemstone gold plated pair. Lovely. Yep, I'm just going to sift through. Don't think that's silver. But there's that one that probably is. Just all backs. That's got a cute little stone in it. Here we go, the little enamel leaves. And I know that there's some pairs in here now, but I've gone past the point. That would have been nice new. Oh yeah, I liked that one, didn't I? Might clean them up a bit because they are tiger's eye and they are quite nice. So worth doing, I think. That looks like a Swarovski crystal in there as well. Vintage little dome ones. Now, are you going to say Avon or 9-carat gold? It's going to say Avon. Every time it gets me, that one. Every time. Little vintage bows. Here's the other one of those red ones. Alright, we've got the bugs. And there's the red studs. I might just keep them aside to test. That might be a bit of gold. Here's the cute teddy bear. There it is. No, that one's not gold. That one I've already seen and it was broken. Big blue buggers. Lovely colour blue though. Maybe gold, but I'm guessing probably not. I thought that was a willy then, but it's an arrow. Yeah, that's a broken bit. That bit might be gold. There's so many just backs. Ah, there's another pair there. And then these ones, oh, there you go. Here's those bonkers ones that I'm a little bit scared of. They'll go in a boho lot. And that's those ones together. Those ones go in Plastic Fantastic. And then, there's that. And then these are just, I'm just going to leave them as randomy bits. I do like those ones though. They are quite nice. Right, we'll just quickly test these ones. Nope, stainless steel, because it doesn't scratch very well, if at all. And that's a nope. Also a nope. No good scratches, no good scratches. So no precious metal, no 22 karat gold wonders in this one, but we do have, I'll probably put them into a vintage lot, but they are quite nice. They'll be gold plated, those. And then nice tiger's eye, the frogs, these unusual ones that I quite liked, the nice gemstones, a couple of vintage bits, which are cool, some art glass, loads of plastic craziness ones, the excellent boho ones. I do like these enamel ones, and then those ones that are going to go into the charity whatnot show because they are rather joyous. Yay, look at my hands, disgusting. Anyways, I shall watch them tomorrow, before tomorrow. Bye bye now, bye bye.